Hello, how's it going? This is the beginning of the Friday of EGX 2021. I've been here since yesterday. My plan was I was going to make some videos each day of the show and kind of give you a flavour of what's been going on, what I've been doing. Here's the thing though, I got here on Thursday and immediately got, let's say, a bit disappointed. I mean, obviously with the pandemic and all, I knew it was going to be a smaller show, but I wasn't quite prepared for how small the show actually is. It's like half the size. There's no big exhibitors here or anything. It's mostly indie stuff. I met a member of the Eurogamer community yesterday, and they described it as EGX Resd, but in, the larger XL London, really. And I've never been to Res, but it seems pretty spot on because it really is all indie stuff with, like, none of the big names there. There's no Sony, no Microsoft, no Nintendo, no EA, no Activision, no one. No. The XL's right by the airport, so you have to bear with me. Those woke me up this morning. But yeah, it's half empty. The place is half empty, and I was feeling really down because I missed someone I wanted to meet, and I didn't know anyone else was going to be there. There was no after-show parties as far as I'm aware. Although you can stay in the show till late playing on the retro stuff and the board game stuff if you wish. And I know the Ox Venture's on today and tomorrow, so there's that. But yeah, it's been weird. It's been weird. I should have, it was to be expected. It's to be expected. But I've booked my attitude up now. I've arranged to meet with some of the Eurogamer staff this evening. I'm going to meet someone else tomorrow who I won't mention right now, but I will mention it if it actually goes ahead. And I'm just going to have a chill day wandering around, and don't know how long I'll actually be in there for today. It's coming up to 9 o'clock now, so the show floor's not open yet. So I'm going to find some breakfast, ponder what to do, and go from there. But yeah, it's a strange one. It's a strange one, is all I can say. Just keep letting people go past. But here's the XL now. Woo. So I'll walk up, and at the jump cut, we should be inside the show. See you in a second. All right, it's 9:50 currently, 10 minutes before show open, and this is what the queue looks like at the moment. Normally it's absolutely rammed. Not so much this year. And I suspect it would look even smaller than normal if they had got us sort of packing together real close like they used to. Obviously people are standing fairly far apart. I'm moving far too fast. That screen up there, do you know what I've noticed is absent? Normally there's a video from the Eurogamer video team, me and Aoife, Zoe, telling us what's on at the show, but not this year. There ain't a huge amount on. Probably why. But yeah, very quiet so far, very quiet. Well, relatively. Right, it is after 3 o'clock, so it's emptied out a bit. So I thought I'd walk through the show floor. Won't take long. Here's the rest area. So straight from the entrance into the rest area, careers fair over the other side of it. More rezzed, all the indie games basically. Right here, let's get moving. I've played a lot of these games. Actually some really good shit on offer here. Let's see. Rezzed. You are here. Rezzed. As you see, everything's like really spaced out. Left Field Collection, I shall go through there later. I can't remember the name of the publisher, but it's like the Baldur's Gate and Divinity Original Sin people. They've got their own like 18 plus booth with Mind Flayer or whatever they call it. Some elves just hanging out. Fancy controller. Console corner over there. Fall Guys. I went on this yesterday, nearly died. For about 2 hours afterwards I felt I was about to die, but look, there's a Gladiator style travelator. You can queue for a go on. It's a lot bigger than it looks. Once you buy the side of it you go, oh no. That's still the console corner. There's the cosplay stage. TikTok over here. For all you youths, I mean I'm on TikTok, but I don't quite get it. Bang & Olufsen. Fair play. Part of the esports zone over there. Well, no, just sports actually. Sorry, my mistake. Republica Gamers and IKEA. In case you want to get some lovely IKEA furniture, that is actually available here. All the 18 plus games are in that lovely white booth over there. Not a huge amount on actually. Hold on a second. I can take over because there was a list before. Oh, has it gone? Gone, hasn't it? Ooh! I haven't seen this yet, but look, they're graffitiing it. Okay, that's pretty cool. I'll have to take a proper photo of that when it's done and insert it into here. Come back tomorrow and take a photo. Yeah. But basically, actually, you can tell from the front. Deathloop, Q for Deathloop, Game Pass, which is like Hades, Gears of War 5, Halo, and Desperados 3. That's Halo Master Chief Collection, not the new one, unfortunately. Back for Blood, but that's coming out on Game Pass in a week or so, so I'm not going to bother queuing for that when I'm just playing on Game Pass. The EGX live stage at the moment. Dicebreaker on. Hello Wheels, hello Lolies, hello Olivia. Drawing D&D monsters at the moment.
A good description.
What are the missiles we're walking down? Oh yes, we got the esports stage over here. We were watching some Street Fighter earlier on. That was pretty good. I like some Street Fighter. That Tekken bowling tournament going as well. Which, don't know who decided that, but they're flipping genius. Retro area as normal. Let's have a quick look in there. Because they don't have as many arcade machines as normal, I don't think, but they've got some spectacular new pinball machines. That great Iron Maiden one. They probably cost thousands of pounds, though. I'd love one, but you know. And then some classic ones like Taxi, the Doctor Who pinball machine that's here everywhere. Tron Legacy is here every year. Yeah, oh man. I do love some pinball, what can I say? We've got some FN Towns machines here, so the car Marty, which I've never actually seen before. And yeah, there we go. Actually get it on the old PCFX. Oh, the Apple Pippin. That's right, Apple made a games console, it was terrible. Super Cassette Vision, I have never actually heard of this before. But I already want one. And then we got like the consoles you know about. The consoles you've heard of. Yeah, okay. You get the idea. PC Latin Zone. Over here we got the stall holders. Various stalls. Minecraft. There's always a Minecraft section at EGX. So popular with the kiddies. And then there's a games library thing on the other side where you get to pick games you want to play, just on PC and so forth. Food area. A LAN zone, I've not properly checked it out, but it looks like they're all playing like stuff like Counter-Strike. Maybe some Valorant in there, who knows. Oh no, here we go. Yeah, Counter-Strike, Valorant, Splitgate, PUBG. I'll not read them all out, there we go. And this is the tabletop area with some tabletop stalls. And at the back, EGX Theatre. And then the food area, and that is it. It is very small compared to usual, but the world is what it is at the moment, you know. It is what it is. What can we do? Other than kind of just shrug and go, well, that's it. So I'm going to head back to the indie area at the front and play some more games, I think. And that'll be me for the day, to be honest. I've kind of just wandered around and spoken to people, so it's actually been quite nice and relaxed. It's not been as crowded as it normally would be. Obviously, they sold a reduced number of tickets this year because of the pandemic, and you know, can't blame them. I don't think I can actually criticise the team for putting on a show. There's no way that we're going to get Microsoft and Sony and Nintendo in, because they would have to come from overseas, you know. I know they've all got a presence in the UK, but I know that for conventions they do bring a lot of staff in from overseas, and yeah, it's just not possible, is it? So well, with that, I don't know what I'm going to do next. Probably some footage of other stuff. Who can say? But we're going to it now. Have a look through the left field collection then. Sorry, I got my mask on again. Got some Rally Ali, which is a fantastic name. Love it. Some stuff at Parkin. Fantastic. Leaving time. I just love the way it's just games running on a PC and just left to go. The Game of Me I saw earlier on, and it's an AR game. I don't know if we can get an angle on it. Here we go. Does that come out? Yeah, it comes out. Yeah, it's a physical book, and you can turn the pages and get the next part of the story, and then make choices using the little pad. It's very story heavy, obviously, because it's a flipping book, but stating the obvious there. We Are the Curse. I've not played any of these ones yet though. Red Tether is interesting. It's kind of like a very neon top-down spaceship game where your only weapon is to tether objects together. Well, I mean, really, you want to come to the Left Field collection if you go to EGX because this is where like all the most interesting games are. Oh,
You're using an actual like telegraph key input Morse code. So you've got your list of Morse code here. You're moving the reticule to target the ship, and then you push that button there to signal.
I mean, I'd love to look at it. These are the sort of games though that you can only ever actually play at these kinds of events because obviously it doesn't translate to home. Oh look, Super Game Boy. Oh, it's one of those TVs that you're only released in Japan which has got a Super Nintendo built into it. I'm not sure why this is in Left Field collection unless they've made a Game Boy game. So I assume is what's happened. I'll have to circle back round to that in a minute. Tux and Fanny, lovely. And look, the pixel art, look at that. I'll jump on that now. There you go. The Left Field collection. Doesn't matter if it's a quiet year or not, always come to the Left Field collection if you go to EGX. That's all I can say. The best games at EGX are here, if I'm going to be quite honest. It's all the experimental stuff, the stuff you won't see anywhere else. So yeah, love it. Hello, it is Saturday. We're in the queue, it's about as busy as you'd expect it to be. This is about 5 to 10 minutes before open. And please excuse my voice, I have lost my voice after shouting yesterday. Feeling a little uncomfortable to be honest about around all these crowds now. It's not been too bad in that regard over the last couple of days, but it has really ramped up now. But well, I'm in here. It's too late now, I guess. Hello. Last day of EGX then. It's been a good one. It has really. I mean, I was really down on it on Thursday due to the size of the show and everything. But as you can probably tell from my voice, the fact it's all croaky and shit. I've had a really good time. Yeah, my voice is rapidly going. I've been shouting a lot over loud people and music. Hopefully it's not actually COVID. But yeah, it's a heck of a story to tell, really. A couple of things that have happened since I actually last made the video. One, I'd not taken anywhere near as much footage as I thought I would in the end, because honestly, I'll have before this little ramble here, I would have put my footage of the show floor walkthrough I did, no doubt. So, there wasn't a huge amount there, none of the big players were there, but I do have like a couple of stories that I'm going to be able to remember. Not yesterday, the day before, Friday? It's Sunday today, isn't it? Yeah, Friday. I managed to... So, I was buying a t-shirt for my son. Just a little Fortnite one. And I got speaking to the person, and I'll leave their gender ambiguous to keep my sources anonymous. I was talking to the person at at the stall, and they were saying, well, they were asking whether it was busy or not, because I've mentioned that I've been to a lot of EGXs, and I was like, no, it's like half the size. It's half the size. It's real quiet. And they were like, well, I'm definitely going to, I'm doing pretty well. I'm definitely going to see about expanding to a bigger stall next time, paying for a bigger stall. Repop have also emailed me recently to ask whether I wanted to do another show in March. And I was like, and he was like, oh, I don't know whether that will dilute their footfall any. And I was like, well, don't worry about it, because that's EGX Resd, and they've been doing that for years. And he said, oh, is it good in Birmingham? I was like, what? And I've just realised I gendered the person. And they were like, yeah, they said it was going to be in Birmingham. So I was like, it's not, it's normally at the Tobacco Dock. So this is new news. So I got straight onto Twitter, as you do. I went, sounds like the next Resd in March is going to be in Birmingham. And apparently that was news to the Eurogamer team, because they hadn't been told. And then shortly afterwards, an email went out. Apparently, obviously I didn't see the email, but an email went out around the Eurogamer team to say, yeah, Birmingham for Res next year. So you might actually hear that here first. Well, maybe second if you actually saw my tweets. So that was pretty funny. I got the scoop on the Eurogamer editorial team. And then yesterday I had arranged to meet up with Julia Hardy, who, if you don't recognise the name instantly, she's freelance actually, but she does a lot of work for the BBC. What's she done recently? She's currently filming a Gran Turismo series, and has recently done Top Gear Gaming for the BBC, along with Mike Chanel of Outside Xbox. What else she does? She does a lot of stuff for Xbox as well. You'll often see her presenting stuff for Xbox at E3 and so forth, alongside Phil Spencer, who is like the Xbox guy. The Xbox guy. Yeah, she does all sorts. But yeah, I thought, it was going to be a quick meet-up. 15-20 minutes just to say hello, and then she'll be off because, woman like her, busy. Anyway, 6.5 hours and quite a few beers later, which she paid for as well, God bless her. What an absolute darling she is. I can't... This could be like me spending another 20 minutes kind of just enthusing about how nice a person that Julia is. But yeah, if you ever see her, if you know what she looks like and you ever see her walking around, say hello to her, because I swear to God, she's so friendly and will talk your ear off because of it as well. So that was cool. But yeah, nice couple of things to remember. And I've met some lovely people from the extended kind of, we'll call them the Game and Network extended universe, I guess. Between Eurogamer and Dicebreaker and I guess RPS and and all of that. There's quite a few people who recognise me and wanted to speak to me, and then we hung out at pubs and stuff. So the social side of things has really worked out, even if the actual show hasn't. I have actually missed a couple of things that were going on inside of here because of my meetup with Julia. I was going to watch a presentation on Beyond the Steel Sky, and also I missed the Dicebreaker and Eurogamer shows from yesterday afternoon. But I think that was a price worth paying. So yeah, the show itself kind of lackluster, if I'm going to be really, really brutally honest. And I've told them that. I've said to people in positions that the show wasn't great, and they didn't really communicate well enough that it was going to be lower key this year. Or if I suppose they did kind of, but at the same time not. I don't think they tempered expectations well enough. So I'm doing a really bad job of keeping this camera on myself, and also it's hurting my arm now, so I'll wrap this up. But yeah, shows like Luster, but the social side of things has worked out really well for me, and I do have a nice couple of stories to share, and I have shared now and to remember. So yeah, EGX Resd in March. Doubt I'll go, even though it's in Birmingham and therefore much closer, but I will probably show back up at EGX next year for the main show itself. No doubt here at the XL. I certainly haven't heard any different. I'm not going back in today. It's Sunday. It is the last day. It is open. I'm not going to go back in. Instead, I am now going to go find some lunch, breakfast, and then do the 4.5 hour drive back home and put this video up at some point. So, thanks for watching, I guess. Like and subscribe and whatever else YouTubers say, and I shall see everybody later. Bye bye.